if that's too much glow on the side of my face. Or I don't know if it's just because I'm just waking up and it looks kind of funny to me. My eyes haven't dilated fully, which is very possible that my eyes haven't dilated fully. Adjust the camera. Let's go adjust the lighting just a bit. Just a bit. Maybe just a bit more. There we go. Throw off a couple different lighting sources from different angles. I don't know if it did a darn thing, but it's always good to try. Hello, Marcia. Hello, User. Hello, Julie. Hello, Logan. Hello, Torin. Hello, Mary Beth. Hello, Shanda, Cupcake, Terry, Kid Cowboy, and Torin. Not original. Tubbs, Una, Slick, and anybody else I may have missed. I apologize for missing you. Oh. Good morning, Marcia, and good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Thursday morning. I think it's September 5th, which I believe I said it was yesterday, but I think it's September 5th. It's almost like we just saved a day or gained a day. We're all a day younger because we thought yesterday was September. I don't know if we thought it, but I thought it yesterday morning. And I told you it. Hello, Sandra Lynn. And if you believed me, you too thought it. And if it truly is only September 5th today, we've all gained a day. Doesn't that feel nice? Don't tell me Coffee with Ken doesn't give you something. But anyway, happy Thursday, happy September 5th, happy 10 to 7 a.m. It's a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking and sharing some feelings. Sharing a little bit about life and the lessons we learned as we ride down life's path. Sometimes we roll smoothly. Sometimes we hit little bumps in the road. Sometimes we swerve to avoid potholes and the scooter we're riding crashes and our ankle gets hurt and our knee gets hurt. But we're fortunate that we wore a leather coat and a helmet to protect the rest of our body. And hopefully on those experiences, we learn a little bit of a lesson. And I know that happened to me about 5 weeks ago now. And because of that, I've been wearing a leather coat every time I ride my scooter, even on really hot days. And it was an easy thing to not wear. But again, it was a relatively small crash for me, and I came away fairly unscathed just because I had that coat on and my helmet on and fairly protective clothing. Yeah. But anyway, good morning, Kelly R. Hello, Chipbot. For those that have been watching a while. For those that have been watching a while, you know, it is not just a show about me talking. You know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I've got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. Let me chug some more water first. A nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip at this very late hour for me. And let me tell you, I thank the Lord for getting back to sleep. I was up many times, several times during the night. And I was up at like 4:30. Was thinking I was going to get up. I had a lot going on in my mind, and I've had a lot going on the last, 56 years or so. Uh, but I was able to drift back off to sleep, and it felt really good. Hello, Julie Flanagan. Thanks for hopping on this morning. I appreciate you. Hello, RJ. Thank you for joining. Hello, Helene. Hello, Helene. Hello, Helene. But anyway, I am excited to have my first sip at this late hour for me. My hope, what I'm hoping, is that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's the pumpkin spice. I almost drink it so much. This is what I consider coffee to be. Like it's an old friend. It's the one I know. It's almost replaced Sumatra as my go-to coffee. RJ asked the question, what is harder, falling asleep or staying asleep? For me, without a doubt, it's staying asleep. I've always been one with an active mind. I wake up and kind of toss and turn. Usually at night when I lay down to bed, I've done something during the day, physical activities, been mentally active, engaged in conversations and deep thoughts. And usually I'm pretty exhausted when I lay down to bed. But in the middle of the night, when you wake up for whatever reason, I've had difficulty in my life at periods getting back to sleep. Hello, Weebry. Because, I don't know, your mind starts going. And I think for me, the biggest issue at that time is there's nothing you can really do. You can't, go to work or go to the meeting you're stressed about or get dressed and get ready and head out the door or go to the gym and you're there and your thoughts are running wild or can be running wild. I know my thoughts sometimes run the wild. But there's nothing you can really do. I mean, you can pray, you can have gratitude, you can listen to positive affirmations, you can turn on the TV, you can read a book. But you can't deal directly with the thoughts in your mind and the issues you're facing at that moment that are keeping you awake. And again, I've become a way better sleeper after I stopped drinking. It's coming up on 3 years, fast approaching 3 years ago. I sleep better. My heart doesn't race when I wake up as much. And I just feel better. Do I have the same anxious thoughts during the day? I don't know exactly which anxious thoughts you're referring to. Do I occasionally have anxious thoughts during the day? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not as often. But I'll be sitting there and go, oh, crap, I got to be at work in an hour and 37 minutes. I wonder if I'll have time to make it home, shower, shave, eat, and get back to work. But during the day, that's just a thought. And the way you treat that, just get going. But at night, it's harder. Again, because it's the middle of the night. And, yeah. Well, you're welcome. Weebury, I'm working at a nice restaurant in Naperville. Good morning, sexy guy. Now that's a dude with confidence. That's a dude with confidence. Just call me sexy guy. I'm easy to find, Weebury. When the restaurant is slow, I'll be out on the streets trying to sell the product, bring people in. Sometimes it's successful. Sometimes the sidewalks in Naperville are very quiet and very slow. And, yeah. But anyway, how you guys doing? How you feeling? How'd you sleep? Again, I slept well. Had a hard day yesterday. When I woke up this morning for the final time, I was thankful, but I still had some concerns on my mind. Felt like I brushed up against evil yesterday. Gave me the chills. Upset my day. Let it get to me. But I made it through. And I faced it. And I ended up, I was yesterday wasn't a work day. And sometimes work days are easier days because you're at work, you got things to do, your focus is on, for me, waiting a table, serving the customer, or, I don't know, folding napkins or doing whatever you got to do as a waiter. But those days when you don't have so much to do, and yesterday was one of those days, and you brush up against something that makes you feel uneasy. And let me tell you, I brushed up against something that made me feel uneasy. It's harder sometimes, and hard just to distract your mind. And if you struggle with anxiety or obsessive thoughts, you fester in it and you wallow in it, and you go, yuck, I don't want to wallow in this. This is evil. And a lot of times over the last several months, I think I've gotten to a stronger place where I was okay and didn't need to lean on friends or family to talk it out, or I could pray about it, or just say it'll be okay. But honestly, yesterday I was so yucked out. I reached out to some people and said, what the heck? What the heck? And I think that helped a lot. And I'm fortunate, again, to have a lot of family and friends that care about me and are willing to talk and help me work through some stuff. And was able to do that last night and have a productive day and wake this morning with a little momentum and despite not having all the answers, feeling confident in the direction I'm going. Good morning, Ruth. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes if you don't have all the answers, you should just ask a different question. Maybe you're asking the wrong question if you don't have all the answers. Like for me, I was trying to, I'm staying at an extended stay. I need to buy a car. I need to get a house. I need to, I don't know, keep going. But anyway, you'll be asking, how do I do this? How do I? And the answer to all of them is you keep going, you keep doing your best, you keep working forward, you keep having a positive attitude, and you keep smiling. But sometimes that answer is hard to come up with, and you don't. So you might be asking the wrong question. And you might be asking the wrong question, and you need to ask a different question, like, should I get a topper on my coffee? And you go, hey, that's an easy one. Hell yes, I should get a topper on my coffee. So hang with me. Hang with me. So see, I answered my own question. Good call, Ken. Nice job. Good job getting a topper on that coffee. But anyway, it's Thursday morning, and my mind's going a little quiet. I have some things I'd like to get done today. Nothing too pressing until I get to work later today. But I'm hoping to enjoy my day, and I'm hoping to be productive because there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of things I can do. And yeah, huh. I almost want to kind of work on my resume just for fun. Just for fun. I look online and look at jobs. Jobs. Because I have a job. But I almost think sometimes it'd be, I like, I talked about it a couple weeks ago. I'm focusing on create more revenue, and I am in a bunch of different ways, and that always feels good. But I'm going, the easiest way to generate revenue is go to work. And because I didn't have work to do yesterday, I still generated a little bit of revenue. Honestly, I did. So maybe I should just pat myself on the back this morning and go, nice job. Even on a non-work day, you're generating some revenue. And that's probably the best answer. That's probably some of the best answers. What are some of the current interests? I'm not sure what you mean, like career interests. Honestly, growing my content creation. I looked into content creation for other jobs and social media jobs. I posted a video last night of the fountain in Naperville, Illinois, and did a little voiceover for it as I was laying in bed. I was laying in bed, cuddled up under my covers, and I go, I've been carrying this little video of this fountain around in my phone for 3 weeks, and it was in the rotation to be edited. And I said something, and it was pretty good. And then I did another voiceover because I strive for better than pretty good, and I screwed it up. And then I did it again, and I screwed it up again. Probably like 3 or 4 times I'd stammer over my words or, I don't know, not say it right. And then like the 5th or 6th go, and again, I'm laying in bed. The air conditioning's hopping on, and I'm playing with the volume on the sound of the fountain and the volume on the sound of the music and the volume on my voice. And on my 5th or 6th try, I said, okay, that's good. That'll work. My point being, I don't know, some people like my voice for whatever reason. And so I think probably talking is a smart move. If people like your voice, you should use it. What's the secret to being successful in life? Maybe realizing that you already are. Yeah, I think that might be the best answer. Kind of like I said, change the question. Maybe change the definition of success. Realize you already are. Whether you're divorced or married or frustrated or young or old or fat or skinny or healthy or not. I think, again, having a positive attitude is huge. And if you look at yourself as unsuccessful, that's probably not a great start to the equation. So I'd say look at yourself as successful, but just not exactly where you want to be. And start changing where you want to be. Start moving in the direction you want to go, whatever area that might be. Be it fitness. Say you're overweight and weak. The easiest way to lose weight is change your diet. I promise you that. I was talking to a woman yesterday at the doctor's office, and I had a physical done, and they did a physical on me a year ago, and She goes, oh, you've lost weight. Last year at this time, you were 221. Now you're 211. Let me tell you, I was 211 after eating a half bag of peanut M&Ms. Uh, and told her about how I'd been working out a lot, but realized, working out wasn't the key. And she looked at me kind of quizzically, because I think a lot of us believe that or don't believe that. And explained to her, how it worked for me, how I could lose weight, and how effective it was. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'd say start walking in the direction of where you want to be. Ryan's calling it manifesting. Maybe it's manifesting. Maybe it's manifesting. I don't know. Again, my diet changed a year ago, and again, it's comes and goes. I can lose weight at whenever I want. Honestly, I know the secret to it. I know the secret to dieting, so I'm not that concerned about my weight, because if I ever want to lose a couple pounds, I know exactly how to do it. You want to know the secret? The whole secret to losing weight? Spend a little more time being hungry. It's totally true. It's totally true. It's really that simple. But anyway, and what I was doing apparently was very similar to intermittent fasting, and I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I wasn't trying to intermittent fast. I was just spending more time being hungry, and the weight fell off. And I'd talk about what I'm doing, and a lot of people would hop on and go, "Oh, that's intermittent fasting." So maybe what I'm doing by realizing that you are already successful. And I mean it. I mean it. Look at me. I don't have a car. I'm living in an extended stay. I'm twice divorced. I'm having issues with all sorts of things. But I kind of, in my mind, picture myself as the most successful guy in the world and happiest guy in the world. And yes, I don't have all the money. And yes, I'm probably about 5 pounds heavy because I ate half a bag of M&Ms. And yes, all this other stuff. But I'm going in the right direction. And I'm working towards things. And I'm getting better. And I'm doing good habits. And I'm making my bed. And I'm proud of who I am. And I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to work, and I'm doing the best I can. Good morning, Josh Ogren. Good morning, Young. Man, well, maybe if it's manifesting, then I'm gonna. It's funny because I talk about it. I watch some videos about content or about manifesting hypnotists, and they're talking about manifesting. And maybe what they're saying is dripping into my mind. But I don't think so. I'm just kind of barely listening and trying to relax to their calming voice and go to sleep. I'll tell you what, I make a little bit of money on content creation. I'm up, let me see, it's about $170 a month right now, which is a new record. Yay! And that's from 3 different sources. But it grows all the time. And the amount of hours that your video is watched and the number of times your video is watched are part of what generate revenue on social media. I'll go lay down if I didn't get a good day's sleep and I got a few hours before work and I want to take a nap, and I'll pop on one of my hypnotic content creators that I follow, and my body will start unwinding, and I'll hear their voice, and I'll go get kind of that feeling where you kind of lose track of where you are for a little bit, and just start really relaxing, and all of a sudden I'll wake up, and the voice will still be going because the video's replaying, and I'm wondering how long I've slept and how many times I've listened to the same video over and over as I slept. Tell you what, if I was going to do it all over again as a content creator, I'd find some way to be a hypnotist or a sleep expert so your audience goes to sleep on you and the video keeps playing on the loop. Bet you those guys make a ton of money. It's funny, it's not about the money. I was talking to RJ the other day, and he had somebody that did real well and made a lot of money doing something on social media, selling some product. And I got another buddy that talks about affiliate marketing and selling products online and what have you. And even for a while, I tried to sell merchandise, but I wasn't satisfied with the product and didn't feel like what I wanted to do. And although I appreciated his story and respected his desire to want to go down that path and sell a product or do whatever he wanted to do, I asked him, well, that's, is it okay if I don't want to do that? He goes, yeah, that's not your thing. So I appreciate that because it's not really my thing. I don't know. I've had coffee companies reach out to me, want me to put Coffee with Ken on a bag of coffee. Maybe when I get big enough to have a staff, and I'll have them handle it. Put my face on a bag of coffee. Imagine waking up to me and unwrapping the bag of coffee and having my face smiling at you. I mean, that's probably what you're experiencing right now. Here's my face, and I'm smiling at you. Don't even need to have a bag of coffee, and that's happening to you. But, I don't know, I just kind of like talking and drinking coffee. And I feel if I was, I love these slippers. I do. They're UGG slippers. My second ex-wife, yeah, you heard that right. Bought them for me as a housewarming gift as I was moving back into the home that I had to leave 6 months prior. And I moved into my dark apartment. And the transformation began. You can rewind. See me get thin and fat and skinny and stressed and depressed and happy and elated and confident and crushed. If you rewind all the Coffee with Ken's, that's the sound of rewinding. Coffee with Ken. And then you'll rewind it back into what I thought was a dark apartment. And again, I walked by that apartment the other day and I realized it was actually a nice neighborhood, really nice neighborhood. House was kind of ugly on the exterior, but the apartment itself was nice. It was a little dark. I didn't have enough lights. I tell you what, as a guy, when you go through divorce or separation, you usually don't bring a whole heck of a lot of stuff with you. Warning to all men out there. I don't know what my warning would be, but, you're not going to bring a lot of stuff with you. So get friendly with Target and buying more forks and more plates and more cups, more lamps in my case, because again, I was in a dark apartment and didn't have enough lamps, more couches, maybe more golf clubs and fishing equipment after this most recent move. Because I left it all behind and rode off to Yellowstone on my scooter, heading in a direction to I didn't know where, to a destination that wasn't clearly defined. But kind of like a boomerang, I swung through the Great Plains, into the Rockies, and then found myself back home in Naperville. I realized this is where I'm supposed to be. Knew that there was more work to do here. A lot more work. And that the impact and the difference I can make here in this town towards my audience and myself and my family and my friends was more than I could make in Yellowstone. And again, about 2 months ago, I was sitting in Yellowstone looking at myself, waiting tables, living a, not a, doing what I had to do, but not living a happy existence, because really just kind of working and then passing time till my next shift. But when I'm back here, yes, I'm working, but I've got a whole day I'm excited about between now and tonight's work. And honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to tonight's work. But I realized about 2 months ago that I had more work here, and that the job I was doing there, waiting tables, I could do here. And again, I came back and found a job and have been working hard. And some days are real lucrative and some days aren't as lucrative. But each day I'm moving forward. And each day, honestly, opportunities are opening up to me. And I can dream about buying a car or finding a new home or getting a new job or finding the love of my life here. And I guess Ryan would call all of that manifesting. But in Yellowstone, my dreaming or my wants or my goals were muted because my whole existence was from my my dormitory that I shared without air conditioning with a bathroom on a different floor. Hello, not good. And that dirty parking lot to my restaurant. And I think of that walk that I do every day, multiple times. I didn't see any businesses or see any car dealerships or home for sale signs or women of my dreams on that walk. So I wasn't able to manifest. And yes, I was able to work hard and make some decent money and have very low costs, but which I needed. But 6 weeks ago, I realized I'm only here for the money, for the cheap housing and the job. And yes, housing will be more expensive back in Naperville. Maybe instead of $500 a month, maybe I'll spend $2,000. But are the months that I have left in my life worth that $1,500? Heck yeah, they are. And is the opportunity back in the western suburbs going to give me chances to grow revenue, see my kids, see my friends, make a difference, enjoy a cup of coffee at a Starbucks or a Peet's Coffee? Remember Peet's Coffee. That'll come back up. That'll come up again in the story. I'm manifesting the heck out of Peet's Coffee. Yeah, I usually go to Starbucks. Due to my manifestation, I've been enjoying Peet's Coffee lately. Ryan saw a very nice Class C, bigger than normal, on Marketplace for $79,000. That would sell my car and home. Ryan, I don't think a RV really would. And I was really wanting to buy it and really tempted in Yellowstone and really trying to solve my problems. My problems were I had no home and no car. Fairly significant. But my problem wasn't the car or the home. My problem was my revenue wasn't where I needed to be to have what I needed to do. So rather than focus on scraping by and buying a RV that really wouldn't be very functional as a transportation, and also not that functional as a home. Kind of solving both issues. Kind of solving both issues, but not really solving them at all. Might not have been the answer. And again, maybe I wasn't coming up with the right solution. And the right solution is more revenue. And get into the car and get in the house and, yeah. Oh, thank you, Highland, for sending me the rose. I appreciate it. But it's Thursday morning. I don't know what time I went on today. I've been talking for, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. Mostly closer to an hour lately. Been pretty consistent at it. Must have a lot to say. Must have a lot to say. Or I just have an awesome audience. And again, I've been going live every morning on TikTok for the last, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 days straight. And in a lot of ways, I really enjoy this platform. And again, it almost more than any other, it has an ability to put your message in front of a large audience. And if I get enough likes or interaction or views or whatever, they go, heck, I'll throw it out to more people. And that feels good. And new people are always hopping on and following my page. And for a while, it wasn't so. And I honestly don't even know what happened. I almost left this platform for a while. I had many conversations about leaving this platform. But kind of like the boomerang that flew over the Great Plains in Wyoming and swung on back. Maybe I boomeranged back. And at least for today, at least for now, I'm exactly where I should be. Oh. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Kayla. Kayla's suggesting a job because they need people. Kayla, I don't want to take a job just because they need people. I'm not people. I'm me. People look different. People have different skills and different wants and needs and abilities and gifts and curses and demons and what have you. And I think if we find a job that fits our uniqueness, our traits, our abilities, our skills, our wants, in the clearest way, I think we're going to make a ton more money because we're going to be uniquely qualified for that position. And if I just took a job that needs bodies or needs people, I'd be paid what they pay people. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying I'm not people. Not people. Well, yeah. Well, I appreciate that, Kayla. Yeah. I think I'm doing the right thing. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I think doing this in the morning and waiting tables at night and hustling and during the day and doing what I'm doing is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And again, I work on my resume and I'll send it out and, well, hey. And again, I sent out a resume for a content creator with a good salary, but it was by a pitch man on various things that wanted to grow his social media platform. And I don't know if I could do it for him. I don't believe in that guy. I don't believe in what he's doing. I don't believe in his purpose. Wouldn't want to lend my voice or my personality to a guy, a pitch man, a TV or a infomercial pitch man. You know, he needs people. He needs people. But he doesn't need me. I'll tell you another nice thing. When you find a place that needs your specific talents and your specific abilities, they're going to appreciate you as well, because they can't just replace you with people. They're going to want to keep you around and do what they can to keep you around. And yeah. Oh. But it's Thursday morning. And I'm looking forward to my day. Only had 2 cups of coffee so far, so I know I got at least 4 more cups in the pot waiting for me. I know I got a peach over there. I know I got a bag of apples, a bag of oranges, a banana or 2, some cottage cheese in the fridge, which to me, if I eat one of each of the fruits and eat a few big scoopfuls of cottage cheese, is probably a great breakfast. I'm probably not going to eat again till mid-afternoon, and I'm going to have a few hours of hungry ahead of me, which are going to help me resolve the ice cream and the peanut M&Ms I may or may not have eaten last night. And I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to work hard. I'm going to have a good attitude. I'm going to make some money. I'm going to come home. I'm going to put my head on the pillow tonight, and I'm going to get a good night's sleep. And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to my day, and feeling good about where I'm at and where I'm going. And I want to thank you guys for joining on this Thursday, sharing a cup of coffee with me. Apologize for the slightly later start, but I don't really apologize that hard. I appreciated the extra sleep I got. But I want to thank you so much for joining, and hope your week is going well, and hope you're excited about your day, and you're waking with some gratitude and feeling good. And I hope you are loving yourself. And I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.